Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the social media webinar. I'd like to introduce myself. I am Paul Burns, and I am the Membership Services Coordinator with the OSA, and I also have Con B here, who is the Marketing Manager with the OSA. Um, First, I'd just like to let everyone know a bit of housekeeping information. Please make sure if you have any questions, you can send them to me, and my email address will be at the end of the slideshow today. You can also send some questions to Con if you like, and we can reply to the whole group if you feel comfortable with that. And this webinar is being recorded and will be available online for you to view at a later date. So the agenda for today is a general overview of what social media is and how you can use it, the approach to social media, what clubs should do, the relationship between each platform, building a plan, and engaging your membership or your audience. So the purpose of today's webinar is to provide clubs, districts, leagues with information on how to manage, utilize social media to the benefit of their organization. There's some, you can see there's some statistical information that we found online in regards to Canadian users or parents within the social media realm. And you can see from the numbers there that Facebook is the most popular. And generally, as a parent, you would be of somewhat of an older age, which Facebook does um, utilize. LinkedIn is business orientated, which generally, as well as a parent or an older person, would use that as a business professional. Twitter is a mix of a younger and older age groups, and Instagram is more geared towards a younger audience. So, an approach to social media. Here are some best practices and some information you should think about when creating a social media outlet for your club or league. Create or open the right types of social media that fits your club and your membership. So that's why we mentioned before with the statistics of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and many other social media outlets. Know who your membership is, know what they're about in terms of their ages, the demographics of your group. Complete your profile and the about sections and complete them in full so the followers can understand who you are and some reasons to follow you. And also build connections and build the connections through your email, your address books, through different websites, and search on the social media outlets that you're using and find the people that you would like to connect with, people who you would like to know within the social media realm. And does the club have a social media policy? So make sure if the club doesn't, to create a social media policy prior to creating these accounts and make sure you understand what that policy is and how you can use it. And does your club have a communication plan or strategy? And how does or will the social media policy fit into that strategy?
fall into this mold. Policy is
The next area we're going to look at is building a plan for your social media usage. First, the club or the league would have to look at why would you want to use social media? What would be the goals or the purpose of using this platform? And what would be the purpose of including it in a communication strategy? Next, the club would look at who's going to manage the social media accounts. So who's going to be responsible for creating the messages, the notices, inputting the information into the media that you're putting out there. The club would look at whether or not it's a staff person that does that, or if you do not have any staff, a volunteer, and then which volunteer role or which person within the club is going to be able to do that for you. May think about using a trained professional, so someone who works in the social media world during the day, but then can also help you part time or on their spare time, um, help the club out if maybe they're a club member or someone already involved in the club. And then also look at a non-trained volunteer and see if maybe you can provide some training for them and include some information for them to help better get that message out to be more comfortable with using social media. And clubs also have to be aware to put some sort of training within their budget as well. Next is think about how social media fit into the plan of your club, your operational plan. So how does social media and the communication strategy fit into your day-to-day operations within the club? As a staff member, do you put that into their job description, or do you create a whole new position as a volunteer and create a job description around that and how that fits into your daily operations as a soccer club. Next would be decide on which outlets best fit your club or which would be best utilized for your audience. And we talked about some of those items before, but look at how it fits into your club strategy or your club communication plan and make sure you use what best fits as for you as a club within your membership in your community. Pair with other clubs or like-minded organizations. So what's the benchmark out there? What are other clubs doing that you like or maybe you don't like, and see what information they're putting out there, what kind of messaging they're giving their audience or their membership, and look at that to see how you can best utilize the social media outlets such as Facebook and Twitter and the likes of those to best engage your audience. And the next way is be prepared to adapt your plan where needed. So be aware of new technology or new apps that come out. Make sure that you read about them, know about them, create accounts for them if you feel that it would be beneficial for the club or the league to do so. And then the next one is use social media for your events. Either promote your events, use it during your event to give out updates, whether it be scores or standings, attendance, any news items, any difference in schedules. You can post photos, you can put videos up there of your events, and you can do it in real time as well. Next slide is how to engage the membership. So how do you get them involved? Be active. Schedule tweets or schedule posts if necessary. Really, don't be dormant. And if you're dormant, you're basically invisible. People can't see you. They don't know about you. They can't hear about what's going on within your club. And also utilize the club plan and the club strategy. Create the plan, follow the plan, use it to the best of its ability. And the delivery. So follow your club policies and guidelines, whether it be through a communication policy as well as your social media policy, and engage as many people or organizations as possible. So that's using hashtags, it's tagging people or organizations who may be at an event that you're at or speaking with, you create partnerships with, you'd like to promote a certain item or and learn which delivery methods have the greatest impact. So use the analytics that are available to you and the reports to help you to decide which methods are best for you as a club. Use online tools as a way to manage the communication outlet that you decide to use. And as a review of some of the items today, we ask that everyone be conscious of the messaging you're putting out there, so avoid political, religious, and other sensitive topics, and refrain from argumentative type of conversations. Be conscious of club accounts versus staff accounts versus personal accounts. And what we mean by that is if the club has their official account, they may have an executive director or technical director or someone in that type of position have an account on their behalf. They may also have a personal account as well. So make sure that the person who is maybe using the personal account does not conflict with any messaging you're putting out there as a club or organization. And make sure they remember that using the term personal views only in their account settings or in their profile does not necessarily mean that they can say and do whatever they like. Be respectful and be respectful within your conversation, within your messaging. Be respectful for others who are using those media platforms as just like you. Follow the plan or strategy that you set out as a club. Use social media as a tool to create awareness of club activities, promote the successes, develop relationships, and be relevant in the sport and in your community. Use social media as a business tool to discover, engage, and grow your club brand. So finally, here's some contact information for Colin and myself. And if you have any questions or if you would like some more information on anything we talked about today, please send us an email. You can also find us on Twitter at Club Development and also at OSA_Twitter. You can see some of our videos on YouTube and on Facebook as well. And our website is OntarioSoccer.net. And if you're looking for any of the other social media outlets that we use, please feel free to contact us and we can give you some information about Periscope and some of those other areas that we delve into. Finally, I'd just like to say thank you for listening today. We hope that you have got some good information, some useful information that you can take back to your club, your staff, your volunteers, your board members, and that you can start to or continue to use social media to benefit